When it comes to dining destinations around New England, this place is truly one of a kind. And while the sign may proclaim Curtis's Barbecue in Putney, Vermont to be the 9th wonder of the world, the real wonder here is Curtis himself.
This is Curtis Barbecue, and I'm Curtis.
At 80 years old, Curtis Tuff has practically become a legend in this small town just north of the Massachusetts border, because over the last 42 years, he has developed a loyal following for his delicious open-pit barbecue grilled right in front of you and served out of an old blue school bus.
You won't find too many places like this around in the place. When I put this together, then I wanted something out in the open. I don't want it all fancy.
It certainly ain't fancy, but everyone who makes their way here agrees it's most definitely fantastic.
Has the best ribs I've ever had in my life.
It's definitely unique, but very charming.
They're lovely people, and it smells great, and I'm really looking forward to having my dinner.
Every day Curtis's Barbecue is open, you'll find Curtis standing in the smoke, feeding the fire, flipping the chicken, and mopping the ribs. But he doesn't do it alone.
Here you go, sir.
Jeff McDurphy has been helping out inside the school bus since he was a teenager.
This, I believe, is the best dining experience, actually.
And Curtis's daughter Sarah was basically born here.
She grew up with the barbecue. I had her out here when she was 2 years old. So I grew up with the barbecue and taught everything I know.
Everything?
Not everything, but most everything.
He lets me kind of take over the managing the spot, but he's always doing the grill. He's always out there keeping an eye on making sure the customers are happy.
And how could anyone not be happy outside under the sun eating barbecue right off the grill? In fact, for most customers, a trip to Curtis's is an annual tradition for more than just the food.
It's a lot about Curtis. I call him small town celebrity is what he is.
I get people to come here from 20 years back. So when they're up this way, coming up this way, then they always stop by to see me and say hi, And that's a great thing.
If they are coming up this way, they always say we have to stop. It's a summer destination, absolutely.
The most popular thing to eat here are the ribs, slow cooked over hard wood. And since Curtis uses an open pit rather than a smoker, the flavor of the meat isn't overpowered by the smoke.
You get some of the smoke, not like a smoker where you get really strong in the smoke. It's not like that.
The ribs cook for about an hour and a half before they're mopped with just a touch of sauce.
About 10 minutes before they get done, that's when I put the barbecue sauce on.
And when these big, meaty St. Louis-style ribs are done, they are one serious feast.
Full slab will feed 5 to 6 people. It's definitely a meal. They're very meaty.
For something slightly lighter, Curtis also grills up chicken, patiently turning the birds for about 2 hours, making sure the skin gets crisp while the meat stays juicy.
Chicken is very good. It's really good. It's good eating. If you cook it right, you don't rush it. You take its time, to cooking it.
Surprisingly, there's one more thing that comes off the grill here. Baked, or I guess you'd call them grilled, potatoes.
My dad, it's his thing. He loves to cook the baked potatoes. He cooks them on the same pit as the ribs and the chicken. They're wrapped up in aluminum foil, and it's not like any other restaurant potato that I've had.
Of course, you can order it plain, but those in the know always go for the stuffed version, loaded up with all kinds of awesome toppings.
I would have it with everything. I like it stuffed with the pork, and then butter, sour cream, chives. I don't like mushrooms, but people like mushrooms. Bacon bits, the Vermont cheddar cheese, and of course the sauce.
It's a plateful. It's huge. People get it and they don't know what to expect. I mean, we put half pound of meat in, we top it off. It's overflowing, and it's definitely a meal. It's really good.
And it's all made by a man who's spent his lifetime simply doing what he loves.
I see a hard-working man. A really hard-working man with a unique idea that has worked all these years. Keeps people coming back.
He's the hardest working man I've ever met. I think he brings a work ethic that is hard to find nowadays. His motto has always been, you work hard, you do what you love, you treat people the way you want to be treated. It's in his blood,
It's not easy work, but as you do it long enough, it's something like a fun thing. You enjoy what you're doing. And so if you like something and you love the people who come out and see you, do what you like to do.